Oh gosh, there are a lot of these. I've never seen him wear any of these hats, but like I said, not my job to declutter his stuff. Now that is kind of extremely disgusting. Here comes Bucky. You gonna help out? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison if you're new here, and today I am sharing another round of decluttering. Recently on my channel, I've been going through a lot of spaces that I've already decluttered, maybe even a couple times, but definitely at least a second or third time, and just making more passes at making their stuff more simplified. I've done our bathroom upstairs, I've done our kitchen, even the, what's it called? My closet. How could I forget that one? That was like my favorite declutter I've ever done. I feel like doing the closet declutter has like unlocked a new level of decluttering skills in me. And no, I'm not trying to like get rid of all of our stuff and live super minimally. I'm just trying to simplify our home and make it more functional and just have less stuff to be responsible for. So today's decluttering is happening in the hall closet right here. We keep all of our jackets, sneakers, shoes, outerwear stuff in that closet. I also have a sneaky room makeover that went up recently of this front entryway where I put a big storage piece of furniture there, and it's completely empty because I plan on moving some stuff out of other furniture pieces that we're gonna sell. And who knows what else we'll find to declutter or just organize and simplify. I have not pre-cleaned my house at all. Let me actually show you guys around. I did not do any pre-cleaning or tidying. This is kind of just the natural state of our house on a typical morning. So we will be cleaning up and tidying a little bit, but the main focus is happening with emptying out the coffee table. This is what I really want to clear out. Maybe these drawers again. This closet, which is very, very full. You can see our shoe storage down there is not working anymore. And coming out here, we have all of these drawers that we can use for storage, these cabinets. We'll see how far I can get without Christian being here. He's currently golfing. So when he comes back, I'll like pass through all of the stuff that I pulled out for him and be like, can we let go of this? Please say yes. But we're also limited because I am relatively pregnant. I don't know if you can see that belly popping out, but I get tired a lot quicker now. So we're gonna get started while I still have this energy, while I'm motivated, and while I still can stand without back pain. So let's get started where I think the coat closet will be the easiest way to start. I'm gonna work from the top down in here. So we have these bins. These are all from Target, and I love these little rectangular bins. And we just have outerwear, beanies. This is pretty simplified, and gloves. So I'm gonna leave that bin. I think this bin should be scarves, which once again, I only have 2 scarves in here, or 3 scarves, and Christian has 1 scarf. They're just big and bulky, so that's also gonna stay the same. A broken hanger can go in the trash, and then our baseball caps. Oh gosh, there are a lot of these. I'm starting a little pile over here of things for him to look at. I don't expect him to let go of all 4 of these hats, but I don't think, or 5, but I think there's gonna be like 3 of them at least that he'll let go of. Gonna let him look through there. I've never seen him wear any of these hats, but like I said, not my job to declutter his stuff. Maybe just my job to nudge him in the right direction maybe. I used to dog sit a friend's dog very often, so we kept a bonus crate stored away in here, but I have not dog sat that dog in months. So I think we're still gonna hold on to this because we will be having him for like a couple weeks during the holiday season, but it can go out to the garage and not live in a very high traffic closet. Now that is kind of extremely disgusting. So much dog hair and dirt, but like, I never pull this thing out, and I kind of want to limit all of our shoes to be shoes that fit on here. We'll see if we can accomplish that. We still keep shoes upstairs in our closet, but this is like our grab and go sneaker area. So we'll see if we can pare this down enough so it's easier to vacuum up all the hair left from this fur monster. Yeah, it's your fault our house is so hairy, but it's okay. Ideally, I would like to get these bottom sandals off the ground so I can just vacuum underneath this, but we do have a couple too many pairs of shoes here. I don't know, I can't pare this down anymore. Maybe Christian can let go a pair of these, but even then, that only frees up one spot. Maybe our Crocs can find a different home, but I like having all the shoes right here. So who knows, at least they're all here and like put away now. That's definitely a lot better than what it was before. And I can at least get into the little corners and crevices. And I was able to pull out 2 pairs of shoes of mine that are just too old and worn and don't offer any foot support. And then these guys are gonna move upstairs. They're kind of like our beach shower shoes. We don't reach for these very often, but probably still good to keep on hand upstairs in our actual closet. And over here is the pile of jackets and stuff for Christian to look through. I only have 1 jacket that I'm getting rid of, but I don't have nearly as many hoodies as my husband does. He loves his hoodies, so I won't be surprised if a lot of these end up back in the closet, which is totally fine because we have made a lot more room in there. So it's not the final product because we'll probably add a little bit more and shuffle things around a little bit later this afternoon, but very good progress to start this decluttering day. One lesson I've had to learn kind of the hard way during this pregnancy is to figure out how to declutter and clean and organize without making a huge mess. A lot of the older decluttering videos on my channel, I loved the method of just pull everything out of the same category and spread it out over an entire room, and then you're kind of stuck finishing the project because like, who's gonna live with all of that stuff? Well, I have learned that if I try to do that now when I get tired really easily or fatigued just from pregnancy or like life gets in the way and something pops up, that we end up living with that huge mess, and that mess is way more overwhelming than when it was just stuffed behind some cabinet doors. So now I've been trying to clean as I go decluttering, not make a big mess while I do it, and try to just like pick up after each little section, because like Allison a year ago, or like even 6 months ago before I was pregnant, would have just left everything laying out, like my giant piles of trash, and just waited till I finished the entire day of decluttering. But right now, I'm tired. I'm gonna sit down for 20 minutes probably, drink some water and have a snack before I move on to the next project. And like, it would have just been very overwhelming and not motivating to keep going if I still had tons and tons of junk just sitting around. Oh, I'm out of breath talking. I'm gonna take a breather and then pick up the decluttering in a second. I think I'm gonna start with the coffee table and emptying that out over into the sideboard. Now, the main reason I want to clear out this coffee table is we're actually selling it. We have it listed, oh, here comes Bucky, he's gonna help out. We have it listed on Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp, mostly because it's just too big for this space. I loved it in the living room makeover and it's been fun, but it's time to sell it, let somebody else enjoy it. And I have a smaller and round coffee table, which I think will also be baby friendly because sharp corners, hard edges, and these sticking out pretty far, not ideal for babies. So the idea with that IKEA entryway table was it will replace all of the storage because this coffee table has crazy amounts of storage. All of this was in there, and like you can't even see all of it. Ugh. All of this was squeezed in here and it wasn't even halfway full, so somebody else is gonna love this for all the storage, but we don't need, one, we don't need all of this stuff, and two, a smaller coffee table will suit us just fine. Now, we didn't declutter it too much. Honestly, we love our board games and use most of them. And then my biggest weakness are puzzles. So these are all of our like board and card games plus catchphrase. And then this whole stack are my puzzles, which I love to do and redo. So I'm gonna keep holding on to these. Thank you, Bucky. Now, this cabinet, can you guys even see into it? Yeah, you guys can see that. This cabinet already has a basket in it. Once the upstairs office kind of got turned into the nursery, I stopped working in there, but I turned this little basket into like a mini office setup, basically any office supplies I could regularly use. But I like this because I've actually been working at the dining table, which is right here. So this fitting in here, oh, that fits beautifully. Maybe I leave this cabinet then for this, and then all the games and puzzles goes in the farther cabinet. Let's try that. That looks way better, and you can see it a little bit through the cane that we DIY'd here. Like you can see some of the Jenga blocks right there, but it's really not that noticeable. And now I have all my puzzles and games in this cabinet. Do you approve? Is it all good? What do you think? So welcome to our kitchen. We keep this little wooden charging dock that normally has this on top of it, but it has a bunch of cables. You can stick AirPods right there. There's a spot to charge a watch, but I kind of hate having it out on our kitchen counter. It just adds more clutter out here as it's sitting right next to all of our dirty dishes. So I wanna see if I can maneuver this into that top drawer. I think there's a way that I can stick the plug for it out the back of the cabinet, plug it in, and then we can leave our cell phones and all of those things that charge hidden away in that drawer. I'm very happy with how all this organization turned out because it's so simple. Like only one thing in this cabinet, all of our puzzles and board games fit in this cabinet, and then hidden away are now all of our charging stations. Another hot spot in our house is the top of the bar cart. It is very cute and very aesthetic, but I am probably actually going to be selling this sometime soon. I think in the grand scheme of our new living room, it makes the most sense for the Christmas tree to go in this corner. So I was planning to just get rid of that for the Christmas season, store it away and bring it back down. But we actually had some friends over with kids and they kind of made a comment like, yeah, the bar cart's probably not the smartest idea for little kids. It's glass, it has wheels, the like glass pieces actually kind of like suction and lift out of here. We've got breakables, all kinds of little things that are not really child friendly there. And I'm also trying to figure out a spot to fit a full-length mirror down on the first floor. And in the living room, there's just not a good spot for one. So I think that might be the solution. I've loved the bar cart, but it does just collect a bunch of junk for us. So using this little nook and cranny to either house our Christmas tree during the Christmas season, or just having a simple like giant mirror right here on the first floor, I think would really eliminate this clutter zone. So I think replacing it with something that I can't just stack clutter on, like a mirror or a Christmas tree, makes a lot more sense in this corner, but let me know what you think. I will kind of miss it though. I kind of love it. I'm so torn. I know it'll be more child friendly, especially when kids are crawling, because there's not a way to like secure this. And it definitely wobbles a lot, even with Bucky. Oh, another Bucky factor. A major factor for all new furniture in the house is if a tennis ball can roll underneath it and get stuck, because then we have to retrieve it for Bucky. Sadly, our new IKEA table collects lots of tennis balls, so if we got rid of this one, it's one less piece of furniture. Like, I'm pretty sure there's probably a tennis ball underneath it right now. Let me know if you spot one. Like, why is our car registration on this table? Almost threw that away. Okay, completely unrelated, but I just ate lunch and had these as a little dessert from Trader Joe's. The dark chocolate covered honey grams with sea salt. These are dangerously delicious, but definitely recommend them for sure from Trader Joe's. Next time you're there, go hunting for them. You won't be upset. But I had lunch with Christian because he was home from golf. He is back out again, and he found 3 hats we can part with. And then he also picked out 2 jackets we can part with. I kind of figured he wouldn't be okay with getting rid of the entire stack that I got. So I'm gonna package this stuff up and then put it out for Goodwill, even with our 2 video games and our little bandanas. Feel a lot better about that. Things now look so much better in this closet. Even though we put a couple of the jackets back in there, it still is so spacious. I'm also really glad we got the coffee table completely cleared out. We filled up the new table. Well, we didn't fill it up, but we put stuff in the new table from IKEA. But the coffee table is like ready to go. Once we get a message about somebody willing to pay basically anything for it, we're gonna go get rid of that. That's everything we're gonna declutter today. Not very long, not very much effort, but still 2 huge bags going off to Goodwill, leaving my house and making it a simpler space. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.